Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. I hope everybody is doing great. So, this morning we're going to be talking about some real talk about the tools that I use to actually quit my job in corporate America. And for those of you who don't know, my name is Danielle Patterson Winningham, former JP Morgan Chase Vice President. Welcome, Communicate Results. Thanks for joining on Instagram. And of course, I was a six-figure earner. Hey, Mina Derry, how are you? And of course, I was oh yeah, girl, I had let that go. It was hot. I'm in Houston. Good morning, Sharonda. And of course, I was a six-figure earning. Welcome, Twisted Uniquely in Corporate America. And so, if you guys, good morning, Yoshi. Good morning, Muriel. Good morning, Praying Messenger. Oh, thank you guys so much. Good morning, Creative Mind. Hey, Everin. Good morning, Ed Mannix. Good morning, Soulmate. Hey, Raymond. I got to tell everybody good morning. Good morning, Sarah. Good morning, Daphne. If you guys are not following me on Instagram, if you could at wealth_speaker, I'm going to have some amazing contests going on Instagram. So you may want to follow me. Good morning, Dr. Lorraine, Daphne, Tori. Good morning, Letitia. Good morning, Caddy Living. Everyone's Joanna. Is that what you call it, Raymond? Good morning, Precious. Pressure makes diamonds. Yes, so I want to do a shout out to Audrey, Grace, and Izzy, who provided my necklace for today. Good morning, Jasmine. If you've not checked out, her name is Tiffany Polar, and the name of her company, good morning, Jens. Good morning, Social Attraction. Good morning, Eyelashpreneur. Good morning, Miss TDJ. The name of her company is Audrey, Grace, and Izzy. Good morning, Me Being T. Good morning, Terry G. Thanks, guys, for joining me on Instagram. All right, shout out to the No Surrender crew. Good morning, Wendy. Good morning, Wendy J. Thanks for coming to International Day of Sisterhood yesterday. Hey, RRR Finance. If you guys have not shared the video already, go ahead and do that. But I wanted to talk this morning about the tools. Does she have another one? You want this one? I'll send it to you. Inbox me your address. I'll send you this one, Letitia. That's love. I'll send you this one and the earrings to go with it. And so, not these earrings, because these are my earrings, but I will send you the necklace as long as you shout her out. And so, good morning, Brio Berry. Good morning, Heather. If you haven't shared the video on Facebook, please share. If you've not shared the video on Periscope, please share. So, the first thing I want to tell you guys, that quitting your job is possible. Somebody say yes. Quitting your job is possible. Good morning, Lifting Hands. Good morning, Sis Happens. Good morning, J Love Wear. And the only thing, good morning, Colleen, that will keep you from quitting your job, good morning, Cherise, is you. That's the only thing that will keep you from quitting your job. Shout out to Dylan Morrison. Good morning, Tamika. Is you. And I'm going to talk through the exact tools that I used to help me quit my job. And so again, if you've not shared, and these are the same tools, good morning, Mona, good morning, Tam, that will keep you from being broke. They're one and the same. They are one and the same. Good morning, Sakenya. So number one, good morning, Kim. You cannot do this without help. There is something inside of women that makes us think we can take over the world alone. And in some cases, we can. But for the most part, you need help. Somebody type help in so you can understand what I'm talking about. You need professional help. To be honest with you, a lot of you guys are hiring coaches who have never worked in corporate America. Good morning, KJ. Good morning, Katrina. And it is different having a coach who has quit their job than having someone who never worked a job. It's very, very different. And the reason it's different is they may be giving you great information, but they're not able to give you the mindset, good morning, Joan, as to what it takes to really surrender. Good morning, Genevieve. They don't understand the mentality, number one, and they don't understand the time management. Good morning, Vaughn. Good morning, Dewan. I love you guys. Good morning, Quan. They don't understand the time management. So they're going to be giving you assignments. Good morning, Ivy. Good morning, Tina Moore Brown. That are overwhelming to you. Good morning, Powerhouse. Because you still got a full-time job. I'm going to let that sink in. Good morning, My Journey Back to Health. They're going to be telling you to do stuff. Good morning, Men's Creations. Good morning, Lizane. That it won't jive with your calendar because you still got a full-time job. You still got kids. You still got this. You still got that. And you're going to feel overwhelmed and you're going to feel like a failure. Good morning, my cornstarch, because you're not getting all of your assignments done. So each and every one of my programs takes into consideration that you only have a limited amount of time. Good morning, Flo. Good morning, Coach Tandy. To accomplish the possible. I'm not going to say the impossible. To accomplish the possible. So today we're going to be talking about some of those tools. Because here's the thing. And if you haven't shared the scope, share the scope. If you haven't shared the video, share the video. In this next level, tools are required for your success. You can no longer, good morning, Miss Cato, keep doing what you're doing, digging with a teaspoon, and think you're going to make your way all the way through the earth into China. If you are, let's just take this analogy as to building. Good morning, Money Now. Thanks for inviting followers in Mason and my cornstarch. Thanks for inviting followers. Good morning, Yvette. If you are a construction worker, good morning, Coach Kayleen, you're not going to be expected, good morning, Dead Brad, to go out and build an apartment building with your hand. You're not. Good morning, Mons. You're not. Every construction agent, and if you haven't shared the video on Facebook, please share. Every construction worker has tools. They have hammers, they have nails, they have bulldozers, they have stuff. And it's impossible for you to build. Good morning, Tamara. Thanks for joining on Instagram. Without tools, right? You've got to have them. So let's talk through some of the tools that you're going to need, especially as you work to leave your full-time job. Now, keep in mind, you're at your job 8 to 10 hours a day. So you're going to need some stuff that works while you're at work. So that's the first thing. You're going to need some automation. You're going to need some things that work automatically. It would be very tough. And just say you're selling books. Good morning, Virgo 63. Love you, sis. Let's just say you're selling books. Good morning, Find No Solution. If you have to fill all of those orders one by one, good morning, Miss Snow Platinum, you are going to struggle. If you got to fill all of those orders one by one, you are going to struggle. If you got to write those labels one by one, you're going to struggle. If you got to take everything to the post office yourself, you're going to struggle. So it doesn't matter, even as simple, good morning, Cynthia, the simpler the process, you still got to be looking for ways to automate that process. And tomorrow night at 8 p.m., good morning, Arthur Daphne, Central Standard Time, I'm going to be giving you guys a list, an exact list of tools that you need. Good morning, Proud Mama. In order to be able to leave your business and make $100,000. Good morning, Paparazzi. And there is so much stuff out there right now that it's confusing. And because it's so confusing, we end up doing nothing. Good morning, Natalie. Good morning, Patricia. And so if you haven't signed up, very good, Promise. She says she's all signed up. She can't wait. If you haven't signed up, go to bit.ly/100K tools so that you can sign up. It's only $29. I made $29 worth of mistakes by not knowing, good morning, Miss Renee, which tools to use. I made $2,900 worth of mistakes, and I would venture to guess that I made $29,000. Good morning, Coach Rashetta, worth of mistakes. Good morning, Denise Changing Dawkins. By not knowing what to use. So if you sign up for $29 and I only keep you from making one $300 mistake by telling you the right tools to use, baby, you made 90% of your money back. So if you've not signed up, I'm going to just say, are you really serious about quitting your job? Because this is information you got to have. You've got to have social media. Social media allowed me to get outside of my comfort zone. Can we just have a real conversation? Good morning, Time to Push. Can we just have a real conversation? Good morning, Bradford Callis. Good morning. When I first started in Houston, even though I knew that I was good at what I did, people in Houston, good morning, Fitline Financed, did not want to pay me for my services. Good morning, Miss Lily. Good morning, Verlin. Good morning, Cindy Clinton. Thanks for joining on Instagram. Good morning, New Orleans. Welcome, Peace to 3. Good morning, Curls and Chiffon. I haven't seen you this weekend, I don't think. And this may happen to many of you. You may start a business. Good morning, Miss Dawn. Good morning, Nicole. And in your area, they don't want to pay you. I'm going to just let that sink in. And so when people wouldn't pay me, even though I knew that I had products and services, good morning, Alto V's, that was equivalent or better than some of the competitors for less money. Yes, this necklace is courtesy of Audrey, Grace, and Izzy. So make sure you guys, good morning, Empire Niche, go to audreygraceandizzy.com to support. Good morning, Josh Soapbox. Even though, thank you, Gary. Good morning. And so when I went to my mom, because you know that's who we tell folks on, she does have beautiful pieces. So make sure you go to her website and check her out, especially for Christmas. And I said, Mom, I'm doing everything that I know how to do to be able to move me and my business to the next level. And what my mother told me, because everything my mom does is a reference back to the Bible. What my mom said was, daughter, even Jesus was not a prophet in his own land. She said, daughter, good morning too, for real. She said, child, even Jesus struggled to get recognition. Good morning, Kiara. In his own land. She said, child, they looked at Jesus as if he was just a carpenter in his own land. And you know, when your mom and your grandmother compare you to Jesus, you can't even be mad no more. You can't, good morning, Sister Sabria, you can't even be mad no more. And so I was like, you right. So if they treated Jesus like a carpenter, and you know that old saying is that familiarity breeds contempt. Good morning, Christy. Thank you, love. I said, I've got to do something to get beyond the four walls of Houston. And that something was social media. And so I beg you guys every single day not to sleep on social media, because social media is easily and arguably the vehicle, hey Rita Lachelle, that will move you outside of the confines of where you reside. You don't have to get on a bus. You don't have to get on a plane. You don't have to get on a rickshaw, as we talked about last night. You can simply move into your home office. You know what? This course would definitely apply to you. It's the tools you need to build, period. So whether you're still at the job or whether you're no longer at the job, you need these tools, period. And good morning, Antoinette. And that I know You know, in networking locally is great, but networking locally cannot hold a candle to social media. It just really can't. And so, good morning, Adrian. Good morning, Candles on Fleek. Thanks for inviting followers. I appreciate you guys. And so, when it's all said and done, every day that you don't press that start broadcast button, you are missing. Oh, thank you, Genevieve. You are missing the chance to take your business internationally. And we talked about it last night on International Day of Sisterhood. And I'm going to go back to this. Your business is not any better or any worse than anybody else's. People have choices and they have preferences. But when it's all said and done, when you don't do what needs to be done to get you outside of your local market, you're going to be stuck. You are. So social media, man, when I started 4 years ago, social media was just a drop in the bucket. Good morning, Tariq on a mission. I don't think you can share on Instagram. When I started 4 or 5 years ago, social media was just a drop in the bucket. So the opportunities you have nowadays to really go and get after it, they're endless. So if you're not taking them, shame on you. And I think I have Slay Social Media on sale for like $19. And I even have Periscope Stars on sale for like $9. If you go out to my product store at bit.ly/getmadmoney and spend $30 to understand how to effectively use your social media. But to think that you're going to be worldly, global, $1 million earner without social media, that's a bad misconception. That's a bad misconception. So how many of you, let me ask, how many of you are still not pressing the start broadcast button? And I know everybody's not going to admit it, but right now I'm live on Facebook, Instagram, and Periscope. And so to that, I have to ask you, what are you waiting on? Are you waiting on the rest of the... girl, I'm nervous every day. There's not a day that goes by that I'm not nervous. Why are you letting the world take over your opportunity? You can't. And you know, even if you were so fit, Fine Finance said she was consistent on Facebook and she fell off. So when are you going to get back on it? Wealth _ speaker Joshua. Patricia, you talk about your business. You talk about your life. If you missed Periscope Stars, I reduced it yesterday to $9. I think it's still only $9. The original workshop was $39 or $49. Go invest $9 in learning. bit.ly/getmadmoney. Not for $9, it's not going to help you find what to sell. Now, I have classes that will help you find what to sell, but not for $9. It's going to teach you how to get started. It'll give you some suggestions on what to talk about. So let's talk about the difference between making videos but not live or Periscope. Good morning, Realtor Antoinette. Videos are good, but not as good as going live. Because nowadays, people are determined to see you live and in action. They don't want to see a video. Videos was like 2014. Live is live. Why do you think Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, Periscope, YouTube have invested so much money, right, Sour Taste Bud? Most people don't watch back. They watch live. So at some point, you got to wrap your mind around, what do I do to move forward? And keep moving. Number 3, you need more exposure. If you can't get in front of the people that need you, and you do that, we're going to talk about some tools. Tomorrow night, I'm literally going to share with you every tool that I used along the way on this journey for $29. I'm going to share with you the tools I use to create product. I'm going to share with you the tools I use to create community. I'm going to share with you the tools that I use to grow my business. Good, eyelashpreneur. So don't miss the opportunity to get that. Good morning, Naturally Do. bit.ly/100K tools. You're going to need more productivity. There are some time management tools that you guys have to have. Everybody's got the same 24 hours in a day. If you don't have tools to use, you're spending way more time to get simple things done than everybody else. And you cannot let that be, you can't let that be the case. You can't. Good morning, Marissa. I can really tell you that the difference between me quitting my job and me still being there was how I used my time. It was how I used my time. And if you don't use your time, look, y'all, I got my breakfast Belvitas. Y'all know I be eating on the scope. If you don't use your time correctly, if you don't use your time properly, you're going to stay at that job. Time waits for nobody. But Amy, you know what? So Amy said, and we're going to talk about this tomorrow night too. Too bad you have to have a separate phone for each platform. Yes and no, because the bottom line is, if you need it, you need it. Girl, these are my favorite. My stomach up here growling. That's another thing I want you guys to think about. It's so many millions of people in the world. Somebody needs you. Somebody say, wow. There are so many millions of people in the world that if 20 tell you no, it still might be 20 that need you. If 50 tell you no, it's still 50 somewhere that needs you. If 500 tell you no, it's still 500 somewhere that needs you. So you got to ask yourself, am I doing what I need to do to get in front of the people that need me? And let me tell you what we do, guys. We quit too quick. We quit too quick. Hey, Dr. Finch. Hey, Joy. Hey, Brian. We quit Too fast. All right. Have a great day, Christy. How many of you guys saw Madonna's speech? She won Woman of the Year for the Billboard Music Awards. How many of you saw Madonna's speech? Say me. Go watch it. Do you know what Madonna reminded me? Good morning, Cooking Mean Jean. Thank you guys for sharing the video. Madonna has been doing this for 34 years. I'm going to repeat that. Madonna has been doing this. Good morning, Joyce. For 34 years. Somebody say, wow. Good morning, Tina Moore Brown. Some of us haven't even been doing this for 34 months. Come on now. Good morning, Nurse Neen. It took Madonna 34 years. Some of us haven't even been in business for 34 months. And we think that, and even Darius talked about it this morning, some of us ain't even been in business 34 days. An idea is great, but are you willing to stand the test of time with your idea? Are you willing to go to war about your idea? Are you willing to stand by your idea come rain, sleet, snow, or shine? Because that's what it takes to make it. It takes more than an idea. Good morning, the art surgeon. It takes more than talent. Have y'all ever realized, good morning, Apostle Tracy. Oh, thank you, Nurse Neen. How many talented people are sitting next to you on the bus? Good morning, Romeo. Have you ever noticed how many talented people are sitting next to you on the bus? Next to you on the subway, next to you in the grocery store. And they start singing or dancing or speaking. And you wonder why they not at the next level. Good morning, Pushing Purpose 2. Thanks for joining on Instagram. And it is strictly because they're not working on it. They're not using their tools. Good morning, Dee Dee. Don't let that be you. Don't let that be you. Oh, hey, Mona. Every day when you wake up, you've got choices that you could be making. You let fear, you let procrastination, you allow indecision, you allow perfection to talk you out of your promise. Hey, Asha, I can't do it no more. Not me. You're going to procrastinate yourself out of $1 million. You're going to indecide yourself out of hundreds of thousands of dollars. You're going to perfect yourself out of a lifetime of revenue. Not me. Not me. Another thing Madonna said is that these gifts are not her gifts. Somebody say amen. She said these gifts are not my gifts. So when you don't use them, who are you offending? When you don't use them, who are you hurting? Good morning, MacBill. When you don't use them, who are you snubbing? You're not snubbing me. You're snubbing him. Because each and every one of us, that's confirmation then, sis. Each and every one of us, hey, good morning, Michael, was given a gift. What are you doing with it? I'm telling you guys, as I sit here and eat my breakfast biscuits, you got to be willing to do whatever it takes to free you. That's right, MacBill. It's a slap in God's face. And this world, y'all, is so full of trickery. This world will have you feeling you're not worthy. This world will have you feeling like you can't afford to build your business. Good morning, Chef Sherry. This world will have you feeling like you can't afford to quit your job. Don't you fall victim to that. And thank you guys for the hearts on Periscope. I know I'm hitting y'all in the head, but y'all better get them hearts going. Don't you? You got so hungry, girl. That's these breakfasts. That's these. I'm trying to be more consistent about when I eat. Good morning, Latasha, so that I don't overeat. This trickery, y'all. You know, I do thank you for coming to see me. I do appreciate you for sharing the videos. I do thank you. I know it might, for being here every day, but more than all of that, I want you to be free. I want you to be free like I'm free. And you know what? With me, it's not even so much a hunger for wealth as it is a hunger for freedom. I'm going to repeat that. Good morning, Audrey. Because wealth buys you freedom. Do y'all get that? Wealth means that I don't have to go sit at them folks' job. Wealth means that I can pull over on the side of the road and do a class. Wealth means I can be my best me and not be shoved into a box, not be stereotyped, not be... That's what wealth means to me. But Mike, so this is why you got to do it right. Because some of you have already quit. Some of you have already moved on. But you got to do this thing right so you never, somebody type in never have to go back to a job again in your life. I don't want you to quit temporarily. I want you to quit permanently. Because if it's nothing worse than working a job forever, to quit and have to go back, that's torture. It's one thing to never know what freedom is. But to quit And it would be the equivalent of somebody coming in and taking your television. And that's right, Sharonda. Being wealthy is our birthright. You just need somebody to remind you that it is. Sis happens to say she been back 2 years. She said she been back 2 years, and once you been free, it's awful. It's all, yeah, right. It's like going back to prison. And so I really want you guys to think in this new year about what are you willing to do to get free. I was talking to my brand manager on the phone this morning, Portia. And I was telling Portia that I'm about to start a resource guide. Hey, good morning, Shannon. Because I'm tired of people being tricked by bad products and bad services. And once they get tricked, they give up. And so I want to start a resource guide so that people can know, hey, Supermom Not One, where to go to get what. Good morning, Diana. And I blame myself. Listen to me. And that's one of the reasons that I'm going to be working so very hard to expand my exposure in 2017. I'll give you an example. Shannon is a debt management expert. And he's a debt management expert because he paid off all his debt in like 2 years. But if Shannon is not out there on a global platform in a way that people can find him quickly at the top, you got all these credit counseling companies that will tell you they're going to work with you to pay your debt off. And they ain't going to do nothing but add more debt to the pile. They're only going to add more debt to the pile. They're going to charge you like 10 grand. They're not going to do anything to help you. And when you don't pay it, they're going to act a fool. And that's why we as individuals, when we really want to serve the world, we've got to use these tools to get in front of the world. I told you guys I was in a conference in Vegas and they charged $5,000 to get in that conference. Like Darius say, it's money in the land, y'all. It's money in the land. Will you go get yours? Yes or no? Somebody type in yes or no. It's money in the land. Enough money to free you from your job. Enough money for you to pay your bills off. There's money in the land. But will you go get yours? I said that too, Virgo 63. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink. You can lead a person to knowledge, but you cannot make them think. You can't make nobody think. You better say that, Mac Bill. Enough for us all. That's another thing we've got to stop doing. Is acting like it ain't enough money but for a couple of us. And Jay Winnett Love, that's exactly what happens. You know what, Outsmarting Destiny? Fear is real. But the only way to fight fear is with action. She said fear seems real. It is real to me. Every time I say fear and people be like, oh, false evidence appearing real. You can't tell me it's false. You cannot tell me that it's false. Not me, you can't. But you got to move your feet. You know what? I don't think, Johnny, that fear is necessarily self-imposed. From a scientific perspective, fear is telling you you don't have enough knowledge or information to make a decision. You don't have enough knowledge or experience to make a decision. And so your fear glands kick in and say, hey, before you jump off this tower, don't you think you need to talk to somebody about how do we make it to the bottom safely? That's what fear is telling you. It is. It really is. So guys, if you haven't already signed up, yes, come through. You a mess, Darius. I was just telling them it's money in the land. If you haven't already signed up for the tools workshop tomorrow night so you can stop digging with your hands, go ahead and do so. But I was telling them what you were saying. I didn't tell them the whole story, Darius. But this morning we were talking about ideas. And I'm not sure if you guys saw, good morning, Rochelle, that GE commercial with the idea. And it was talking about how ugly an idea is at first. Good morning, Tranquility, Serenity. And if you don't do the right things, that idea is going to stay ugly. The link to sign up is bit.ly/100K tools. Post the link again for me in Facebook and in Periscope. bit.ly. Good morning, Paget. Good morning, Lucretia. bit.ly/100K tools. You cannot keep running off thinking you can execute these things by yourself. You're right. Fear says everybody else is better than me. Fear says I'm not ready yet. Fear says I'll get ready tomorrow. Fear says nobody's going to want to hire me. Fear says I can't replace this income. But the truth of the matter is you can. You can and you have to. I want to say Slay Social Media is still on sale. If you go to bit.ly/getmadmoney, I think it's still on sale for $19. So guys, what questions do you have for me? And tomorrow night in the class too, I'm going to be showing you and teaching you how to create a low-cost team. That's another thing that most entrepreneurs don't want to invest in. But that is the single most thing other than the Lord's. But you need a team. And those of you who know you need one, you better tune in tomorrow night. And a lot of people will hire people and then not know what to tell them to do. Exactly, eyelashpreneur. Very good, T-Strong Merrick. Check your spam. It's at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time tomorrow night. What do you mean, delightful dessert? What to tell them to do? If anybody's got any questions, go ahead and type them in. And this is not just about quitting your job. This is also about quitting being broke. Good morning, Coach Sophia. Why you gonna be shy, lovely hair studio? Oh, we're gonna talk through that tomorrow night. Delightful dessert. We are. Good morning, something good. Oh, I see you, Twisted Uniquely. Good, good, good. Y'all got so many names. Woo. I have a hard time keeping up. Oh, Peace to Three said, did you quit your job first, before, or after your launch? Oh yeah, I will see y'all. After. Well after. And let me tell you why. The ramp up period for you to start generating as much money is quite huge. The number one tip for a brand new entrepreneur is get help. Get help. Even investing in a $29 class is going to shift your mindset. All right, thank you, Something Good. Oh, yeah, girl, you can either take your headscarf off or turn your camera off. Good morning, Candace. I'm going to call you after this. Yep, invest in what you don't know. Know the difference between what you're strong at and what your opportunities are. And once you know that, it changes everything. You know, in corporate America, they teach you to work on your opportunities. Girl, you be working on that bad leg. You be working on that bad leg. You be working on that bad leg. As an entrepreneur, it's forget the leg. Hire somebody else with a good leg. That's the truth. I agree with that, Johnny. Education is the only investment that pays not just major dividends today, but major dividends for a long time to come. A long time to come. Good morning, Van. So I'm going to get out of here. I got a ton of appointments today, but I am going to sneak back in. If you've not signed up for 100K tools tomorrow night, don't miss out. You're going to need these tools to plot your escape, either from corporate America or from Brokeville. All right, Paula Michelle, thank you. Good morning, Ron O'Neill. You sure right, Johnny. Can't nobody take it away. Yeah, you better be plotting your escape. You better be plotting your escape, and you better be for real about it. I'm going to get out of here, guys. I love you. I'll be back probably around 10:45. We're going to see what these internet streets do. And we're going to talk more about your quit plan in just a minute, okay? Love you guys. Have a great day.